Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, there's a youth revolution at the quarterback position in the NFL in recent years. And to prove it, we've got a couple of second-year quarterbacks about ready to square off here.
And I think both of these franchises saw glimpses of the future last year. Both of these guys, I thought, really acquitted themselves well as rookies. They were both eager to learn, both eager to get out and play, and I think getting reps early.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions, right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Presley to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3 and out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied. That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McClendon. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Off the play fake, McClendon. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a run down, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Point after here coming up. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Conley. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Brings up 3rd and 5. From the gun, McClendon. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Working with 2nd and 5 now. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up front. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
You don't want that? You don't want that?
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McClendon. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, McClendon. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Conley. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Off play action. McClendon. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. Nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. McClendon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Operating from the gun. McClendon. And that nearly intercepted. But it's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Presley. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Presley. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Throwing on 1st down, Presley. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw. Presley. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. L.A. readies for its next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to be. On 3rd down, McClendon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. Like, remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. That's returnable now for Smith. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay up. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his third.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
To throw on second down, Presley. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a third down.
Come on, guys, let's go!
Back to throw. Presley goes right back to Smith again. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for Carolina. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Presley throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Again, he'll drop. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin with a run by Smith. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Back to throw. Presley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looking to throw. Presley. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
First down, Carolina.
A first down carry for Smith. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Presley. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake. McClendon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
To number 23. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
To throw on 2nd down. McClendon. He finds his man, complete. It's Dennis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
30-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. McClendon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now the offense will take over with a new set of downs. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Presley. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw, Presley. And that is incomplete. There's the Panthers punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McClendon throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McClendon. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Here's Conley. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. McClendon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. McClendon. He finds his man, complete. It's Dennis. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, McClendon, and that'll be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McClendon. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Presley. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
On 1st down, Presley. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Smith. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line,
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Presley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Presley. This is caught. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Smith.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Presley. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Presley. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chance. We'll see if they can get the score.
50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. McClendon. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. McClendon. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with the quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there? Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Now a handoff here to his running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sport. To throw on 2nd down. McClendon. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on first down. McClendon firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McClendon. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. McClendon. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Carolina getting set to take the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On second down, here's Smith again.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the gun on third down, Presley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, McClendon. He finds his man, complete. That's Dennis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. They're on 17.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Throwing to start the drive, Presley.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to throw, Presley. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Presley. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they're going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And a big turning point here in the 2nd half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Second down and 5. Back to throw. Presley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Presley. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on first down. Smith. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Back to throw. Presley. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So that one will be accepted. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. McClendon. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, Presley. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. So now the Panthers down on the scoreboard. A little over 20 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for LA, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity.